Alright, I'm gonna do my little bit of scouring of Google Earth, looking for random weird shit, big and small, that I just seem to have an eye for. Some days better than others, and I know there's other people that do. Some people don't seem to be able to see anything at all, but maybe they're just not looking, I don't know. It's something that's come about me more and more in recent years. Definitely all within the last probably six. But I'm just gonna start going some random places. Where the hell am I? Brazil? Just seeing what I see. I mean, sometimes I can see stuff on many different size levels. Looks kind of like a mean fucking face right there, huh? I see two eyes, a nose, and a mouth. Like a fucking witch's face. I mean, when you do this, it's amazing how much crazy shit you see. It can't just all be coincidental. That looks like a face right there, too. And I mean, just for scale, I mean, this one for whatever. I mean, we're talking, a couple miles across. I mean, the sizes sometimes are mind-boggling on shit. Yeah, that kind of looks like fucking Dolph Lundgren with like a Indian headdress. I don't know if you can see that. Like, there's the nose and mouth, and then you can see the eye there, and then like a band across the head, some kind of a warrior. That's fucking huge too. I mean, I can't explain this stuff. I don't know why I see it. I don't know if it's interdimensional shit that's imprinting. I don't know. I mean, I know there was giant fucking beings and stuff on this realm, and I don't know. I know shit got petrified, but it's kind of just hard to wrap your head around. But I definitely see weird shit all over the world. It's just kind of weird looking. Kind of seems like a head. So a lot of times it's cartoony too, which is weird. Kind of looks like a face in a way. I don't know. It might be a bit of a stretch. Hey, animals you see a lot too. I see like something right in the very middle there. It kind of looks like some kind of animal face. A lot of times they're much clearer than that though. But you can get into even much larger size stuff too. It's kind of on every scale. It's like kind of looks like a head, like a Native American almost or Asian person, kind of with like long hair. I don't know if you can see that. Looking to the left. This is just this first random area. I didn't pre-scout this or anything. That was totally random. Like, I mean, I'll just go anywhere in the world. Sometimes you don't see as much, but sometimes it's just everywhere. See a lot of like body parts, like hands and fingers, and I don't know. I mean, I know what pareidolia is. Some stuff could maybe be attributed to that, but definitely not all of it. I mean, it's just no way that shit just randomly looks this way all over the place. Like I said, I can't explain it, but I just see it. And I have a lot of ideas about it. Some are kind of hard to put into words. Some people might get it. I don't know. You also see words and like signs, like almost like logos and shit. Somehow I see a teddy bear there. I don't know what the hell. Yeah, kind of looks like a cardinal or something. Kind of cartoony. Face of a bird kind of looking to the left. Yeah, I see a face right there. Oh yeah, that's a face for sure. Look at that fucking eye. Nose, mouth, cheekbone, forehead, shoulder, I mean, it's clear as day. Can't explain it. I just see it. It looks like a face too. I mean, I know that there's mountain ranges that are literally like giants, and I mean, a lot of people are starting to realize some of this stuff. I've been talking about this shit for years. Everybody's just thought I was fucking nuts, but now I'm starting to see more people talking about this stuff, which is good. There's two faces right there. Tell me that ain't a face right there. Tell me that ain't a face. The nose, they're looking to the left, like the whole screen. The very top is their forehead. Their chin is about a quarter of the way up the screen. If you can't see that, you're lying, or you're Stevie Wonder. And what conclusions you would ever come to about this stuff, I'm not saying I know shit about that really. I mean, I have my own ideas, but to me, it's just interesting. Looks like a bear's head right there, kind of like that snout. And then sometimes, like, some of the features will be kind of masked by stuff like they did, but I've seen a lot of weird stuff. There's no doubt about that. I mean, there's definitely a lot that has or, happened on this place that we just don't know. Might have to pardon my screen lag time sometimes a little bit. It's my cell phone service isn't necessarily the greatest all the time. I'm not like a content creator. Like I'm just I make some random videos here and there. I'm not making any money. I'm not monetized or anything like that. Be cool if eventually I wasn't. I don't know. I work as a machinist, so this is just my spare time. The hell? Where the hell was I? Brazil or something? Yeah, South America somewhere. I'm from Minnesota in the U.S., so I do a lot of looking around in the U.S., but and there's a lot of crazy shit there, but there is everywhere. Australia is pretty wild. Taiwan is pretty crazy. There's a lot of cool shit in Europe. Oh, right there, I see a face. Almost like a womanly face, but sometimes they look skeleton-like. Every once in a while, I like to just check out maybe a street view somewhere here or there. 'Cause sometimes you'll come across some pretty damn weird pictures on the street views. I've never even basically been out of the United States, so some of these places look pretty weird, and I can just tell being there would feel so different. Oh, this isn't really all that great of a picture, it doesn't seem, but still interesting just to see. Alright, let's go to a different area. Even though I think there's a lot to see there. And then you can get into this big a scale too. Like, I mean, the whole top of Africa is a dragon. I mean, there's entire mountain ranges that are just nothing but petrified flesh from basically everything is. We're living on a bunch of carcasses. I'm pretty sure it even says it in the Bible. But all the way to the biggest scale too. Like I almost see a face there. And also, a lot of our shorelines are definitely like created. I don't know if you'd say man-made. I mean, giant-made. I don't know. I think they had other ways of making stuff that we aren't privy to at all. That involves more like frequency and vibration and different things, rather than and different states of matter. You know, like or different buoyancy of matter in the air due to different conditions at different times in the cycles of the earth. I don't know, plasma event or something. Let's see here. What the hell is that? Looks like part of something. Almost looks like a lizard's face or something. I'll look around up in northern Minnesota a little bit, just because it's interesting to me. That's where I grew up going. So basically, I've always lived in the suburbs just north of Minneapolis here. Like where you see Blaine, just kind of right in that general area. That's where I am right now. But as a kid, almost every weekend, me and my dad would jump in the pickup, take 35 north up to Cloquet right there. Right to the, if you keep going, you'll go to Lake Superior and Duluth, but we would take 33 in Cloquet and stop at Gordy's Hi Hat and get a burger. It's an awesome restaurant. But so, I mean, this the whole drive is like 5 hours just to go to the cabin for the weekend. 33, and then you take that all the way up to Virginia. So if you, I mean, we're damn near in Canada already by this point, if you look. But anyway, to Virginia, and then you kind of wind your way to Cook. Where's Cook on here? Yeah, you go all the way up to Cook here. And once you're in Cook, that's like last stop for civilization, basically. You make your way up here. This is Lake Vermilion over here. This is a pretty big lake. But I go by that. And we got some family land. I'm not going to specify where. But on Elbow Lake, that's some uncles, and it's kind of connected. It's on a peninsula. You have to boat out to it. You can't even take a road to it. It's pretty freaking secluded up here. It's a beautiful lake, though. Great walleye fishing. Whoops. No, that wasn't where. That was an accident. Damn it. Alright. I'm just gonna look in the landscape around. It's a beautiful lake though. You're around those islands. I wonder if anybody's put any pictures. There's gotta be some. Yeah, right there. I believe this should be the boat landing where we have to get our boat loaded up to go out there. Oh, come on, damn thing. Yep, this is the landing. It's a beautiful, beautiful lake. Wish I was there right now. Damn thing would freaking clear up. Yeah, this picture don't even do it justice at all though. It just kind of looks like any lake in this picture, but when you get out there on a boat and get into some of those nooks and crannies, or on a starry night, man, amazing stars, amazing northern lights. And it's a little more populated nowadays. When we first started going out there when I was about 8 years old, back in, around 1990, man, it was really secluded. I can't even imagine having been up there in like the 1960s or 50s. Holy crap. But now my phone's freezing up like a bitch, which is annoying. It won't even move or anything. There we go. What's that in the sky there? The cloud's kind of interesting looking. But yeah, you basically go across this whole main part and then you start weaving around. I've caught some excellent, excellent walleyes on this lake. Real clean fish. I don't know, I guess I'm getting kind of sidetracked. This isn't where I was going with this video, but let's see what we see out here. Thought I remember one time looking around seeing some animal shapes and different stuff. It's weird though, you'll see it different day to day. It kind of depends on a lot of factors. But I do think God gives some people ability to see it better maybe than others. I don't know. Maybe it's just a willingness to see it, but they're just having an open mind. I mean, some people are just so rigid and closed-minded about shit. It's just insane. They think they got everything figured out from listening to the official story on everything, which is basically complete bullshit. So the people that think they're the smartest are pretty much the dumbest. And it's not that they're dumb people, but they're being dumb. They think they're all smart. Yeah, I see something there. Basically, if you're college educated, to me, you're just extra brainwashed. You might have, specialize in a certain area and you got, like, what you think is a lot of knowledge, but a large portion of it is inaccurate or outright lies. So you're really not as smart as you probably think. I'm not saying that I'm fucking smart. I mean, I don't know. I've done like IQ tests online and I've gotten anywhere from like, I've gotten as high as like 140. I don't know if that's high or what. Only thing I really have to think compare it was, I know Forrest Gump had like an 80 when he was a kid or something, so I guess that's dumb. So I guess 140 might be okay, but certainly no genius. But I'm not an idiot either. But whatever cognitive dissonance, I don't have it. I'd rather just know. I don't know. I don't get that. I don't get that like other people. I don't mind feeling like I was a fool if now I've learned better information, I can change my mind. I don't want to, it's only foolish to stay in that when you have more information. But anyway, let's find some stuff here. See something there. Can't remember kind of what scale I was looking at when I was looking at, maybe a little smaller. I mean, you see a lot of just weird formations and stuff too, of like just unnatural. I drove around back here trying to get back there in an Acura one time. I got into some pretty backwoods shit. Almost got stuck a few times. It was fun. But I was using Google Earth to navigate. It cut out sometimes, but yeah, I should probably back out a little more. Sometimes I like to look closer at water because there's a lot of interesting stuff sometimes around the edges, stuff under the water that you can see. Man, my phone's just lagging hard, so it's getting kind of annoying. I might just cut this video short. I think you can kind of get the gist of what I'm doing, but I see a little squirrel fay or pine marten. There's pine martens up there. Top center, kind of like a third of the way down in the center. I see eyes and a little nose and mouth and snout. I can still see it even way back here, even better. That's when I kind of know there's a little more something to it. I mean, most people I would tell about this, I mean, they might be able to see it, but they'll just like think it's silly, and they won't really give it any actual thought. But it's like, okay, well, explain to me why the fuck shit looks like that. Alright, I'm cutting this short. My phone's pissing me off. I'll make a new video tomorrow, though. Have a nice day.